It's been a long ride. It's been a long night. 5 nights up underwater, I've been suffocated. 5 nights up underwater and it's devastation. I tried to give my all before my expiration, but it's still hard to believe.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's your girl, TampaMystic, and we are live on the industry's most wanted podcast.
Industry's most wanted.
And I heard that we got Philly in the building. What's going on?
What's up? It's your boy, Big Mar.
Give me some love, first and foremost. Big Mar checking in. That's my dog. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, I love you already.
Thank you.
I heard that you have really great energy. They was bragging about you.
Yes, I do.
Man, it's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you, and I'm also happy to be here. Thank you so much.
You just look like you carry good positive energy.
Oh, yeah, I'm just excited because it's like one of my first interviews, so I'm trying to keep my excited composure in sort of a box. Like,
there you go. No, let it go. You don't have fun with it. Man, give us that official introduction. Tell us a little bit about who you are, and
So, my name Big Mar. I'm 19 now. I just turned 19 August 23rd. I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I started making music February 10th, 2021. But I'm just now really starting to take it serious and I'm just trying to get myself out there, trying to spread my positive message that I got for the world, and
I love it.
And I hope that someday I could just heal as much people as I can.
Man,
because I got artists that I can look to and listen to. And,
yeah,
you feel me? So I just want to be that person for others one day.
Music is powerful because it's that universal language. Everybody likes some form of music. Maybe some might like hip hop, some might like country, but everybody loves music, right? And when you're an artist like yourself, you have a big platform, you have a voice. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you're doing. You're spreading that positivity.
Right.
That's what it's all about, man, is, showing the love some world, because it's a crazy world out there, right?
Exactly. Getting colder and colder by the day.
Nah, facts. Man, I got a lot of respect and love for Philly. Obviously, Neef and I have a great relationship. And, me and Gilly been friends for a long time. And shout out to my bro, Tone Trump. A lot of, just dope talent that I've had the opportunity and the blessing of getting to know and work with in this business. So, what was it like for you growing up in Philly?
In Philly, me, I never it was always rough and stuff, how people be saying, but I never took the street path,
Yeah.
I was around I was always around those type of dudes, but I was always just the short chubby funny kid that was out of the group. So everybody just had that big brother and big sister effect on me and stuff like that. But for me, it was pretty cool. It was just a lot of family struggles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But when it come to being in the streets and stuff like that, no, I listened to my mom. I came in the house and she told me to come in the house at a certain time. I was out the way pretty much and stuff like that. But Philly is decent.
Yeah.
I thank God I was born there and stuff, because it gave me a certain experience that I feel I personally needed. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, it is decent though. I like Philly. I love it.
No, I think that's really dope. So it sounds like, shout out to Mom Duke. She was heavily involved in,
Yes, ma'am.
your everything growing up.
Yes, ma'am.
Man, that's a blessing right there.
Yes,
You a mama's boy?
I'm talking
Ain't nothing wrong with it. My son's a mama's boy. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Just a couple years ago, I just stopped sneaking in my mom's bed, sleeping in my mom's bed. I'm a mama's boy all the way.
But you know what though? That is so beautiful. I'm gonna tell you, because were you in a single parent household?
Yes, ma'am.
See, I raised my son, in a single parent household, and there's such a bond between mother and son that's unexplainable. You are always going to be her baby, no matter how old you get.
And that's one thing I realized. Even at this age now, my mom still do the where you at, who you with.
Of course.
Every time you be home, and it's we could be young and just be damn, I'm older now, but you can't tell her that.
Nah, because you're still her baby.
And it's always going to be like that.
She always going to be worried about you.
Exactly.
Shoot, my son grown. My son 28 now. and he, he's married and all that, but I still be worried about him. It ain't never going to change.
I know that's right, though.
And there's something so special about that bond, because guess what? That's the only mom you ever got.
And believe it or not, no matter how tough guy we act when it comes to our moms always checking up on us. We love that deep down.
Nah, absolutely. Y'all can't fool me.
And you gotta cherish it, because there's people out here who ain't got their mom.
That's right. And one day your mom's not going to be there. So it's like
Exactly.
love on her as much as possible. I love
Yes,
that you got a
ma'am.
I respect that. I respect when a man has a good relationship with his mom. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That tells me a lot about him. You know what I'm saying? Most
For
definitely.
sure, 'cause moms are queens. If you can't treat your mom right, you can't even treat another female.
Period.
If you ask me, that's how I look at it.
Right.
There's
Absolutely.
no way possible you could sit there and love on another female. You can't even love your mama right.
Absolutely. Listen, a lot of people need to hear that. I can't wait for them to watch this. What made you decide music was the route? You know, obviously being from Philly, again, there's a lot of great artists that has and still coming up and through the city, but why music for you personally?
So I started rapping February 10th, 2021. My big cousin, he passed away February 8th, 2021. And in that moment, I was homeless living with my best friend from school.
Wow.
So it was just like, and I always been chubby, so like playing on sports teams and stuff, I probably didn't get like enough time in the game and stuff like that. So like I really didn't know what I wanted to do. But I knew my whole life I always just sung other people's songs and like wish it was me. Like I used to always tell my mom, yo, that could have been me. I remember the Migos came out with a song. It was like, in the kitchen and we whip it like a stir fry.
Yep.
And I remember I was young. This before way before I started rapping. And like, I'm in the kitchen with my mom. I'm like, Mom, we could have made that. Like, we be cooking all day, every day. Like, we
Right.
could have made that. So like, when my cousin passed away, I just needed something to do. And
Yeah.
then I had a homie, Jade, who was rapping and stuff. And like, I always be sitting and listening to him rapping and stuff. So I just tried it. And I was able to express
worked
myself.
out for
Yes,
you.
ma'am. Yeah, I was able to express
And
myself.
you're
the
dope
right
with
way.
it too.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You know, I believe that we all have a gift. You know, some people have more than one gift in life. You
Right.
found yours.
Yes, ma'am.
Music is your calling. It makes you feel good too, right?
Yes, ma'am. All the time. Like, it's something like whenever I'm going through something or feeling down, I could rely right on that. Like, I
Right.
could just put on a beat and just like talk. Whether it's not my hottest bars, is how I feel. It's like,
Yeah.
so I just love being able to like release myself, like release how I feel. And then like I said, you never know who dealing with that same thing. So like when you put that message out there and other people hear that, it could prevent them from doing certain things that's negative. It could like calm them down. You never know what it's doing to them. Like it could be a healing for them. So that's why I just try to spread my message as far as I can.
So it sounds like you're more proactive with your music. And what I mean by that is you actually think about what you're going to do with your music before you put it together,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
how it's going to affect other people.
Yes, ma'am.
I love that.
All the way. Especially if the beat, like depending on the energy of the beat too, like that show me how I'm coming also. Like
Right.
show what type of energy to give them. Like, so.
And with you still being young, I think, you know, by you practicing that within your music, you can apply it to everyday life. Because one thing that I talk to a lot of these youngins about is you got to learn to be proactive rather than reactive. When you're reactive to situations, that's how people end up in bad situations. You know what I'm saying? They end up a 2-second decision that they reacted to could land them in prison for the rest of their
For the
life.
rest of your life, exactly.
So it's like you got to learn to start being proactive and think about situations before you make that move.
Sit back and reevaluate. Don't
Yeah.
react too fast. Definitely, that's not like I remember like it's always been a life lesson for me. So before I lost my house and stuff, I got this teacher named Miss Carambo. She from West Philadelphia and stuff. So she was like one of the most like understanding teachers. Like
Yeah.
so she knew what I was going through and stuff, and she always like dealt with me. So I remember one time it was something so simple like me and my homie was trying to bring our grades up. But I'm sitting here like just complaining about it. Every time she like hop on this subject in class, I'm snapping, I don't know this, I don't know that. And then I remember one day, like she never could get me to stay at the school, so I stayed at the school with her. And I wound up like bringing my grade up. It was so much more easier and so much more. And it's like 9th grade too. And she told me, she was like, if you just like sit back and breathe, she was like, be a bottle of water. Like
Yeah.
if you shake a bottle of water and you open it, nothing will happen to it. If you shake a soda or anything, you open it, it explodes.
Absolutely.
Be a bottle of water. Like just calm down, think. Like flow like the river and just like talk to somebody, like breathe. She was like, you see how like we was only at the school for like 20 minutes and now you understand everything.
Yeah.
And now you got your grade up. Like, and that's exactly like, don't like, you ain't always got to be so like overreactive. I was just reacting like,
Right.
I don't know this, instead of trying to learn it all the time.
Because not everything in life or everyone deserves a reaction.
Exactly.
Especially as you get bigger in this business, the bigger you get, the more people are going to have to say about you. A lot of that stuff doesn't deserve a reaction.
Oh, 100%. For Sure.
And it's no different than, like you said, and that was a great analogy that the teacher gave you. It made you, sometimes they got to give you like this simple analogy to make you realize, okay, because otherwise you're going to get anxiety. If you're always like reacting to stuff and worried about stuff, and you're too young to have all that.
No, for sure, for sure, for sure.
You did mention that there was a time where you lost your home. Yeah. You know, talk to us a little bit about that, because that's a life-changing experience for you. How, and I'm the type of person that I really try to find the positivity in everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a positive outcome that we got to get from it. What did you get positive from that?
So, like, before I lost my house, I was one of the kids in school. Like, I had all the nicest clothes, had, like, all the games, get whatever I want.
You were spoiled?
Yes, ma'am. But, you know, like, being young as a kid, I can't speak for everybody, because you got some humble kids. But, like,
of course.
I wasn't all the way humble as a kid. Like,
it humbled you.
Yes, ma'am. Me and my homies are, like, laugh at this kid's shoes, laugh at... So me going from a kid who had it all to, like, losing his house and losing everything, and then, like, some kids who you think your homies and they start laughing at you.
Yeah.
You see how I feel, like, damn, like.
Yeah.
And we over here, we in these groups messing with these kids every day. We feel like, if I feel like this,
imagine
how he feel. And bro been going through this, so, like, that's one thing, like, it opened me up to. Another thing, like, it opened me up a lot with my mom, like, being separated from my mom from all them years and stuff, like. That did something to me, especially me being a mama's boy, and it was always just me and my mom in the house, for real. Like, it was me and my two other brothers, but they was, like, one was always in, like, placement, and the other one was in, like, jail, like, he older and stuff. So it was, like, always me and my mom. So just being separated from her, it was just, like, real corny, like.
That alone will give you anxiety. You know what I'm saying? When you're used to being around and having her nurture you and take care of you. You know, I'm a believer that every situation that may seem like a crazy one, it's because, you know, the higher power is putting us through that to teach us a lesson.
Oh, yes, ma'am. I believe that no matter how long something take or how bad you want something done, his timing is always the right timing.
Absolutely. Godspeed.
And he'll always answer your prayers, but like I said, it might not be the way you want him to answer it. And it might not be the time you want it to be done, but it's going to be done.
That's right.
So, and I remember one of those times I was praying that, so I lost my house at, like, late. No. It was ninth grade, my ninth grade year and stuff. So I was also smoking too. I was skipping school and all that. And I come from, like, being like a all B student at least. So it was like, that was something shocking. So I was just praying, like, dang God, like, I want to stop smoking. I hope my mom stop drinking, man. I want to get my grades up. I hope my attendance get better. I know we ain't gonna have no money to pay for college. I gotta get a scholarship. I gotta go hard.
Yeah.
As soon as I lost my house, though, I stopped smoking. I was over with my best friend, so his dad was a pastor, so he wasn't having that.
Nah, he definitely wasn't having that.
So I was getting closer with God. Like, my mom had stopped drinking because she was living with my cousin in Southwest. She wasn't having her drinking. So it was like all my prayers were getting answered.
Yeah.
Not in the way I wanted them to be, but they was getting answered.
Absolutely.
The way he worked. So.
And it always will work out that way as long as you're obedient to what your plan is, you know. Exactly. So through your music, what do you want people to get? Like, when they tune in and hear your music, how do you want them to feel? What do you want them to get from it?
If I'm being honest, I want them to understand and get, like, that they're not alone.
Yeah.
Like, they're not the only ones that's, like, don't feel like you less of a person or you're not going to be somebody just because you having off days and bad days and days full of sorrow and pain. Like, no, you're not alone. We all feel this way sometimes. It's some of us who feel like this every day, and there's some of us who don't feel these feelings, and there's some who feel them sometimes, but you're not alone.
That's
regardless. Right. Like, we all got pain. We all losing loved ones. We all dealing with problems every day that we try to overcome. It's not easy out here at all.
Out of all the songs that you put out, because there may be people who check this out that aren't familiar yet, we putting them on game, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Out of all the songs that you've, you know, written and put out, which one means the most to you?
Now I have 2 songs like that's officially released and they on YouTube. I think probably my song February 8th, but I put out.
That was the date your cousin passed.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
and that's what I named. That's what I named the song. Excuse me. I think, but on my Instagram I have, like, freestyles, and this one I did not too long ago. And it was probably the most meaningful to me because, like, it been hard for me, like, to express my brother passing away. My brother passed away, like, last November. And, like, it been real hard for me to express myself on that. And I feel like on that song, like, I don't know what it was. I was just able to really come clean on how I felt. And I love that. And I love everything about that.
Yeah.
That's a hard topic to speak on sometimes. So, like, me being able to express things about him that, like,
you've been through a lot at such a young age.
As a man.
How are you staying so positive? Is it because of the music?
No, it's I feel like it's just because, like, I feel like God got all our lives written out. So we all, like, got these personal events and tragic moments that happen in life that we go through.
Yeah.
But it's for us, though. It's supposed to make us, not break us. So, like, I feel like that's what it was. Like, just, like, everything he put me through, it opened up something else. Like,
yeah.
It always opened up another piece of mind and allowed me to be more, like, heartwarming and, like, open-minded to situations and be more heartfelt and stuff. So, like, that's all it is to it.
Yeah.
Just my events that I've been through in life, that's all. And I just took the positive route off of them. Didn't, like, let them, like,
I love that.
bring me down negative.
Absolutely.
At all.
Let's pay homage to your city for a minute. Again, there's so much talent that's come up and through the city. You know, anybody in particular, and it doesn't even necessarily have to be another, you know, music artist. Is there anybody that's really been an influence for you from your city?
City-wise, music-wise, not really nowadays. Like, I try to, like, not listen to, I try to stay away from other people's music as much as possible.
So you're not influenced by it?
Yeah, so I don't like try to pick up or sound like anybody else. Like, and that's something, like, I'm going to develop and get better with as I get older, hopefully. Like, I'll be able to start listening to more music. But if I'm not lying, man, PNB Rock just passed away.
Yeah, he did.
And I remember My City Needs Something. That was one of his biggest songs. It came out my 6th grade year. And I'm in 6th grade, like, I lied to you that we kids. I'm 11 years old. I write his lyrics down on a paper.
Oh, wow.
And me and my homies acting like we wrote the song and stuff. And then, like, but the song's so viral and so popping, everybody picked up fast. Like, excuse me, I'm sorry, I keep hitting the mic. Everybody picked up so fast. Like yeah, like, R.I.P. to, rest in peace to PNB Rock, man. That's a sad loss. He definitely got,
It was terrible. My first plaque that I got was Lucci and PNB Rock. Shout out to them for presenting me with my first plaque. What a huge loss, because, like, he was just minding his business. It's crazy out here, right?
Yes, ma'am.
We have to, when you get into a certain position, you got to start putting your head on a swivel. You got to be mindful of your surroundings and not letting people know where you're at in real time.
Exactly.
Because there are people out there that will come get you. You know what I'm saying?
And that's crazy. Like, he a prime example of how positive you could be. You could even move yourself out the hood. You could work real hard.
Absolutely.
It's still so dangerous wherever you go, man. Like, that's just heartbreaking because, like, I feel like Philly is a real tough city to get out of.
Yeah.
And, like, to find a way out of, and he really made a way.
He definitely did. Is that something that's, I know you're still young, but is that something that's, you know, crossed your mind at all at some point in time, you know, leaving and going somewhere else?
Exactly. Yes, ma'am. Like, I'm on it right now. As we speak, I am trying. As far as I can go, I don't care if it's Jersey. I'm trying to get away. I'm already, like, a laid back, like, I don't go to parties. I don't, like, deal with, like, big crowds. I'm already, like, a laid back type of dude.
We had that whole conversation earlier. We were talking about that. Me too. Like, I like people, but I don't like being around a lot of people.
Exactly.
I get social anxiety, slick.
Yes, I can't. Not at all. That's not my mojo.
So what you got going on while you out here in ATL?
Ooh, interviews. Yesterday I went to, like, it was like a confirmation for my interview and stuff, but I got to play songs to this dude and stuff, and then he invited me to, like, this show for the 22nd of December. It's down here.
Okay.
And, I got some new people who want to work with me and stuff. Like, that's interesting. Like, I got to, like, meet a few people and stuff. It was pretty cool and stuff. Like, people got to hear my stuff. I got a positive reaction and stuff. And that's decent. Oh, and my cousin live out here also, too. That's, like, one of my favorite cousins.
Okay. So
you
you got family out here.
Yeah.
Is this your first time coming here for music?
No, ma'am. This is about, like, my 3rd time coming here. I've probably been here, like, four times. This is probably, like, my 3rd time coming here strictly for music.
You feeling the vibe?
Yeah, I love it.
You loving it?
I love it because it's all, like, this is, like, the home of music. Like, everybody here, like, do music, so it's, like, The studios out here cool, all that. Like, the people out here, it's a different vibe. I like it. You get compliments when you walk by, all that. Like, you could just be wearing something nice, they like give you a compliment. Like, these sweethearts out here.
No, I agree. I moved here in 2013 from Tampa. When I moved here, I'm really big on hospitality and common courtesy and stuff like that. And back home, there wasn't a lot of that.
Right.
But I came here and like people really would say good morning to you. I was like, it was like a whole new world. Yeah, I was loving it. I was like, okay, this is where I'm. So I've been here since almost 10 years now, and man, I love it out here because there's so much opportunity.
You come from Tampa?
Yeah, I moved here from Tampa, Florida. Grew up there. I was there my whole life. You know what I'm saying?
That's different.
It is. I love my city, but for like what we do within this entertainment business, it's just not popping out there like that. You know what I'm saying? There's some stuff going on, but I was like, I already knew. My OGs told me you got to move to the A.
Oh, yeah, Atlanta the spot. Like my uncle Rez, he been telling me like.
Oh yeah, he out here.
Yeah, he said when you come out of Atlanta, you're gonna see how different it is. Like it's gonna inspire you.
It's very welcoming. Like there's gonna be some people that are standoffish, but that's anywhere you go. But for the most part, people are very welcoming out here.
Hey, y'all got cookout down here. They got some. I got some places they ain't got out Philly. I got Bojangles, cookout. I got some stuff.
He said they got some good food out here.
Yeah.
So I know you've only released a couple songs because you're still fairly new within this music business.
Yes, ma'am.
Which is good. You know, when you're still fairly new, you don't need to be thinking about putting no full projects out. You're trying to build the buzz, build the fan base. What are some of the things that you've been doing to make sure that, your music is getting out there?
As far as like freestyle videos, I reach out to people. I send my music to like certain big artists and stuff like that, or like certain influencers from the city and stuff like that. I got homies like who got like little big TikTok pages and stuff, and like sometimes things go viral on there. So like they'll like promote my stuff. I try to get the right people to promote my stuff, and that's about it so far. Like, yeah, I go live and I try to interact on social media sometimes.
Yo, that's like so important.
Yeah, but I'm still getting better with that because like I be like. Sometimes the camera be in my face, like on when I on live and stuff. Like I don't be knowing what to say in front of like other people. They just join and stuff. And, like I don't be know how to keep them entertained all the time.
Nah, I'm trust me, I'm with you. That's why I don't go live often unless I'm doing something like this. Because I'm like, what am I supposed to talk about? What do I say to these people?
No, but one thing I learned though, and this like it's kind of basic and simple, but it's not that simple. Be yourself. Like that's
just
one thing
be yourself.
I learned. Like they here for you. They
facts.
Listening to you. Just be yourself, dude. Like they love you. They love your character. Like, and I know I got like a very like heartwarming character and stuff. So like, I just be myself. That's all.
Are you a comedian, Slick? You funny?
Yes, man. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, like yeah, a lot. Yeah, I'm funny. Like.
So are we gonna see you in film? Does movies and stuff like that? Does that interest you?
If God got that in my books, yeah. Like, if somebody was to really come to me with a movie offer, we could do that.
He on board with it.
Anything, I'll do that. I could act, I feel like, a little bit.
I know that's right.
That'll be hot.
So, with your music, if we could fast forward, we'll say 2 to 3 years, where are we going to find you at? What are you going to be doing musically?
Musically, I honestly believe that, like, and I'm not just saying this like on like to be cocky. I'm saying this in the most humble way.
Yeah.
I honestly believe my music gonna go far.
Yeah.
Like
you have to believe that.
So far, like just the way I like my creative process is like I believe that in like 2-3 years I'm gonna be somewhere like my face gonna be on certain covers.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be top tier, like invited at concerts. I'm hoping that like. At least like a few of my songs, like dang near the world know, like anywhere you play it, like people gonna know, like if God got that in plans for me, But it's all about the work you put in. Also, I gotta want it. Can't nobody else want it more than me. Ain't nobody gonna give you nothing in life. You gotta go out there and go hard. So I gotta.
You sound like a motivational speaker.
Yeah.
That might be in the stars for you too. For real. And you got a humble spirit. Having that good energy alone is gonna attract people to you.
And I was before like my homeless situation, I really thought I was going to college. Like I was like coming to my principals all the time, like, we gotta get me a full ride. Like, I know I ain't gonna have no money to pay for it. Like Lamar, just keep doing what you're doing, man. I promise you can get a full ride. So, but what I was going to major in was, like, being, like, a psychologist.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I wanted to major in, like, psychology and all that. And I just wanted to be that person, like to talk to people. I was always understanding and stuff. I was good at listening. I could shut up for 2 hours and let you talk and like
That's
heard
rare.
everything you say, and I could like really like give you great feedback and stuff. So like I always love being there for people. So yeah.
I mean, and you still could.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Is college in the journey path for you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I like when financially, like when that start getting like crazy and stuff, hopefully I'm paying for myself to go to college. I don't.
But just know, I'm going to say this. I don't discourage anybody from going to college. If it doesn't happen, don't beat yourself up because
No.
I can tell that you got a lot of good sense behind you, that you could be an amazing entrepreneur.
Thank you. I
Slick.
appreciate that.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you got a humble spirit. I thrive off people's energy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this a long time and I've encountered some real a-holes along my way. But guess what? I don't deal with them people no more.
I don't feel like I'm gonna be stressed, but it's just something I always kind of wanted to do. But even if I know like even if I do it, it'll just to be like to probably just get my degree and do it because I always wanted to do it. And
And you're young enough so you can definitely still do it.
Yeah, I know about like you said though, like at the end of the day though, probably I'm not gonna do nothing with that. Like probably like I think music like my full way of everything. Like I don't see me like even trying to like do something else anymore. I love this too.
Right. When you're
too decent.
When you pursue your passion, you pour yourself into it. Like you literally will pour your everything into it. That's why I say being in this entertainment industry is your path.
Yes, ma'am.
And there's not necessarily a college for that. Like you could take business classes, but there ain't a college that you go to that's going to develop you into being a dope artist. That's something you got to do for yourself.
Exactly. You got to grow, learn, and develop yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly. 100%.
Absolutely.
I agree with that 100%. 200%.
Anybody that's out there that's, starting on their path and has had a little bit of trials and tribulations as you have in your life at such a young age, what would you tell them?
Why start something if you're going to give up? Meaning don't give up.
Yeah.
Like is no reason to give up. If you do something, find a love for it and make sure you have a love for it.
Yeah.
To where you don't think about giving up, to where in your heart you install that I'm never going to give up. And no matter how long this take, how many years, whether it happen in weeks, months, years, no matter how long it take, bro, you're going to stick to it and always have your love and your passion for it because, like, that's what you desire to do. So, like, that's a
great piece of advice. I've always felt that way, too, and I'll elaborate a little bit. If it takes you 5 years to get something done, them same 5 years are going to come and go regardless,
Exactly.
right? So you might as well be productive during that time doing what you want to do.
Exactly.
So that's a great piece of advice. I love that. Future motivational speaker over here. Before we get up out of here, tell everybody what's the current single that you're pushing.
So right now I'm pushing my single February 8th on YouTube. If you go on YouTube and type in FMG Big Mar, F as in family, M as in money, G as in grinding. If you type in FMG Big Mar on YouTube, it will pop up February 8th. Check that out. You can check out my freestyles on Instagram at FMG_Big Mar. On TikTok, I think my name is Big Mar215. I got some freestyles on there. And yeah. Oh, and we about to drop that Knocking on This Casket soon, so stay tuned for that. That's definitely going to be dope and heartwarming and heart-touching, so yeah.
Big Mar out here working.
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody that you want to just show some love to, shout out to?
Lauren Hill.
She's your inspiration?
She is so tough. Like,
What you know about Lauren Hill?
I know X Factor is like a basic song like everybody to know, but like it do something different.
Nah, I'm just messing with you. Your mom probably listened to her, right?
My mom, she listened to a lot of people. Like, a lot of people. I've been like, and it's crazy because I won't even know the person names or like the names of the song. It's like she listened to them CDs so much, like you just know the lyrics now. Like,
nah, for real, absolutely.
Day, it's time to get up and clean. She blasting it early in the morning. So, yeah.
Mom Deuce gonna make sure you get up and clean, huh?
Yes, ma'am, all the time. All the time. She ain't gonna miss no beat at all.
Last but not least, we are live on the industry's most wanted podcast, right?
Industry's most wanted.
So right now, I need you to go ahead and let everybody know what makes you the industry's most wanted.
I got the heart for it. feel like I got the voice. I got the right things to say. I mean what I say. I got a passion behind every word I'm saying. It's all genuine. I love everybody from the bottom of my heart. So, yeah, like, I definitely want the world to get to meet me one day, hopefully.
They will.
If that's in God's will. And so,
they will.
yeah, world, I see y'all real soon.
Man, it was a pleasure to have you here.
And it was a pleasure to
Give me
be
some
here.
more love.
Thank you so much. I
Boom. Appreciate you being here. My dog. Hey, we locked and loaded now. You like my
Yes,
little
ma'am.
bro. You know what I'm saying?
Ma'am.
Anytime you in the A, man, like, it's all love.
All right.
You know
Thank
what
you.
I'm
I
saying?
appreciate that so much.
Absolutely. Reds is now my family. You know what I'm saying? He came to me from Neef, and Neef's been my family for a long time. So we all tied in together. Most definitely.
Thank you so much.
Of course. It was a pleasure. We up out of here, y'all.